Goodness, fellas. Listen, I know if you look at our feed, you might see our episodes that pop up, guest episodes that are really great and fun, and then other episodes like, my favorite, which we're doing today, which is a dump, 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 to dump, to dump. Dump, 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 to dump, to dump. It's a nostalgia dump. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Maronna.
Yo, I thought you were going to say your favorite episode of Pete and Pete, but that could never be.
Well, I got one.
I watched the first season. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. And to his right, Mr. Danny Tamberelli.
Hi there. How you doing? Hi.
And my name is Jeremy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to take a bit of a gander down memory lane again. We're going to look at the March.
Isn't that what these nostalgia dumps are for, Jeremy?
Yeah, and we got a bunch of dumps now, to be honest. And we've done this episode before. This is the March '95 Nickelodeon Magazine. And just for those, those patron video watchers, like I have this, which is a list that I've been gathering of all the Nick magazines that you guys may possibly be in, and that cuts off right at August '99 with the All That episode, which we have here somewhere.
I know I was on the cover of that.
Yeah.
Which one?
Only half of us was. I don't want to make it a big deal or anything. Oh yeah. Super.
Look at that. Look at that butt. Look at that butt cut. Yeah,
cut is real. Yeah. The butt cut is
delectable.
real.
Delectable.
And the
Keenan has
stash.
Dreads. Keenan has little.
It's his first stash. Yeah. But
it probably was his first stash.
But I think this is what I mean. There's more obviously episodes after this, but I feel like this is probably the last one you're in, isn't it? When did you leave Nickelodeon?
Sure. Well, I took that picture and then went right back to college where I was doing all sorts of illicit.
Not with that haircut. Not with that haircut. You did not.
I told Josh Server when we all went and did this.
No.
And we had a. Well, I was dating a girl who had a friend who was a Nets dancer. So we shot that Nickelodeon magazine cover in New York, and they all had to fly in, and I obviously came in from Jersey. And
you had to show them the town on the way out.
It was me, yeah. It was me like coming back from college, or like telling Josh, I was like, yeah, man, I've been like, doing like, well, my friend had brought this like really nice opium by, and we were smoking opium. It was so cool. And he was like, dude, you mean sopium? And like went into this whole thing about like how you don't get real opium here. But I was like, 19 and being like, yeah.
He was
so
like, in my travels.
Look, also, I'm dating this girl and her friends and Nets dancers, so I can get us like courtside seats for the Nets. And I was like, okay. Cool. So we all went, Keenan and Josh and myself, and Keenan had someone that he brought along just to bring him weed and just hung out with us just because he supplied the weed.
I did see that one rapper, like somebody, what's the dude that you that's a fan of Pete and Pete, the loner stoner?
Chris Webby?
No, it's like, I'm on the pursuit of happiness. Kid Cudi, your friend.
Oh, Kid Cudi. Oh,
yeah,
my friend
Kid
Cudi, yeah.
I believe Kid Cudi had recently put a post out for a blunt roller to hire full time.
I did.
Was that on Fiverr, Tenor, 20er? What was it? What website was that on?
No, I don't think Keenan wouldn't have been like that. He just was like, here, I'll give you a free ticket. You come and bring herb for all of us. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. That sounds like a good idea.
Right, but does Keenan have his own roller? I can get him in.
No, he rolls his own. He's fine. Yeah. He's fine at rolling his own. I wouldn't need a roller. I feel like that's too much. Yep. That's too much. If you can't roll your own weed, you shouldn't be smoking.
You think you're out of touch? You think you're out of touch? Is that when you're out of here?
That's when. Point? It's like the level
you need to check yourself.
When like you look up after like that one rail, like in fucking
Scarface or something.
Whatever. Just like, and you see your whole world around you. Like that's it. You're just taken out.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
What's that about?
What's that have to do with the rolling blunts?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like once you're at that level where you like have all these people around you, don't know what's going on. And then you're like, oh yeah, I definitely need someone to roll my own blunts.
Yeah, you have a t-shirt guy. This is the guy who gets me my
No,
good t-shirts.
but
You got a haircut
You
guy.
would
This
have
guy
a
gets
black
me my
t-shirt
haircuts.
guy.
Gosh,
That's
I
how
keep-
I know.
I
That's how
keep-
I'll know that you got too
Oh.
big is when you have a black t-shirt guy to take care of your
Right.
black t-shirts for
Right.
you. That's
Yep.
when I'll know.
Anywho, we went to the game, and what the lady didn't tell us was that we got these tickets and we had to be on like the screen, and they were not happy about having to like show themselves.
Kiss cam?
Yeah,
Or the weed guy? Or the
us to
weed
like
guy?
no, they wanted us to like get down and be on the court during like an intermission break or something.
Oh, nice.
And the big hands came down, and he was like, "I ain't doing that. We're not doing that." And so I didn't have to do it.
I'm not sure
And
who's
then I
big
broke
hand.
up with this lady. Big hand. Oh, not big hand. I'm just
big
I mean-
big Nickelodeon. Big.
yeah, like big boy. My brain is fried, guys. I can't fucking. I can't take
I think you're doing great.
6 a.m. to. I've been up 12 hours with the 2-hour break.
These
how
are
it is.
these are those
It
rough.
is how it is. It is
Yeah.
how it is. And it's like, yeah, you get ebbs and flows of being like, oh, cool, I'm in a good space. I can get 5 hours of sleep. I can be fine
Salute to
with
the
that.
parents. Salute to all the
Salute to
parents.
parents.
Big salute. Yeah. Dog parents included.
Grandparents,
Anywho.
sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
Again, everybody.
Sorry, it wasn't such a good story, guys. The funny thing is, I do remember I did a music video with Freddie Gibbs, and he.
Oh,
had
I
a
thought you were
blunt-
going to say
he
Kruger.
had a- he
Robert
had a-
England. I thought you were going to say.
no.
That would've
He
been
had a
legendary.
blunt. He had a blunt roller. He had someone that was just sat on our couch. They shot in our old apartment in the Lower East Side, and the guy just sat on the couch for like 3 hours and just continuously rolled blunts.
Wow.
That
That's
of
all
hitting
he
stick
did.
fame?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's-
Hitting Stick Fame apartment. Yes. Mhm.
And he was hitting sticks in another way after. That's the smoking weed. You know what? I'm gonna move on from that joke because it wasn't very great.
Quack, quack.
But speaking of rolling joints and saliva and spit,
Oh,
we're gonna
nice. They're good.
It
Jeremy.
would have been if
Sorry.
you didn't
I
do
would've
that.
That's okay. Good.
we're gonna-
Yeah, your
we're gonna-
segues never suck, so.
Yeah, that's right. I thought that one was pretty good, actually. This is from a article in the 95
An article.
an article from the
an
March
article.
95 Nickelodeon Magazine. It is called Save Your Saliva. It's about things getting translated from our language to another. And I want to start by saying I'm not going to keep score. We're just going to have fun. There's no competition. Let's just talk. Let's just get this out. You know what I mean?
Cut to
So
the cut to the chase, Spitty.
Can I just interject before we play the
Oh, yeah.
game? Just a little.
We know your brain is fried.
My brain's fried a little bit, but whatever. Just thinking about this made me think of I was in some hostel in Berlin or something in 2004, whenever that was. Yeah, and we were in there with a New Zealand guy, and he kept talking about him leaving because he got this girl up the duff, and up the duff.
Oh, yeah.
He kept saying it, and I didn't know what it
That
meant.
means pregnant.
Right, I didn't know that, but he kept saying it, and I was like, I don't understand, because I only think about Duff beer when he said Duff, and then I tried to talk to him about The Simpsons, and it didn't work out well.
I nearly guarantee that's not in Nickelodeon Magazine.
You don't think so? Up the Duff isn't
Up
in there?
the Duff? I don't
Up
know. I
the
think they're a
Duff.
little more PG than that.
Wait
but,
until Disney buys. Oh no, they sold Fox. Wait until
Right.
Fox buys Viacom.
All right, we're gonna go back and forth on questions. Mike, you'll answer first. Danny, you're
As
second. And
befits
there's
my status.
7 total questions. So, question number 1: what is the French interpretation of "Don't waste your breath"? Mike, don't. I hear clicks. So you good?
You don't hear it. You don't hear any clicks.
Well, don't waste your breath in French.
You have to. There's no right or wrong answer. You just have to make it
Fermez
up.
le
No,
bouche.
there is a right answer. Yeah.
Fermez la bouche.
And it's very familiar, and it's a word 3 words I just said.
Go ahead, say it.
Well, Danny, do you know what it is?
An American phrase.
The American expression is "Don't waste your breath." What is the
Right.
French interpretation of that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Save your saliva. I don't
That
know.
would be
it's-
that would be good as the last question, not as the first one. But
Well,
good.
I didn't write the
Good
thing,
try,
though.
Jeremy.
Save your saliva.
Save your
Save your
saliva
saliva.
is the same as "Don't waste your breath."
Oh,
Okay, so now we know what we're up
okay,
against.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
incredibly
Okay.
pedantic nerd.
I didn't write it. The American expression is "go fly a kite." What is the Spanish interpretation from Danny's beloved Spain?
My beloved Spain?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's confusing the entire Iberian Peninsula with this.
Yeah, I mean,
I might be. I don't know. I feel like you'd love
I'm more of a
Spain.
Portuguese kind of guy.
I mean,
But I have been to Spain.
yeah,
Granada's great. You go into any place and they give you a little food to eat when you have a drink.
Give him
That
Danny's
is
name.
we call that that's a Homer Simpson indicator city.
this is
You walk
The
into
entire
any
city,
bar,
the
you
entire
walk into
city.
any bar and you order food and they give you their special, like, this is what this bar does. Here's a bunch of olives. This is what this bar does. Like, here's some tripe. I don't know.
the well,
Well, what I would like to say is,
yeah. Just give it to me and see if it's.
hey, go fly a kite in Spain would be like, oh, why don't you put more shrimp in that paella?
Put more shrimp in the paella.
Hey, why don't you go shrimp up that paella?
Hey,
You know,
Go
if you have
fly
to
a
put more,
kite.
if you have to put more shrimp in your paella and your Spanish,
this
that's a total insult.
the Michael C. Do you have any
No, I
thoughts?
don't have a guess. Just
Go fly a
reveal.
kite. I'm gonna say El Kito Flyo, or I don't know, something basic.
Sheesh.
No, it's not. It's not. Wait,
What?
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 The
You have the
kite
answer
flies. Come
That's
on.
your answer?
The answer in the Nickelodeon magazine
Yeah.
is go fry asparagus.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
So go
You
fry.
gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when you fry asparagus.
You gotta
I
be
guess.
calm.
Because-
You gotta be cool. You gotta gather.
You throw a little blue cheese on it, or
Put some olive
one of
oil
those
and
cheeses,
lemon on the top.
melt it up.
You gotta have palm. You gotta have mutts. You gotta have.
Added salt and pepper. All right.
All I know
Nothing,
is that
nothing,
if you
nothing.
fry
Move-
No.
asparagus.
Hey.
All right.
See that? Look, my brain is fried, but I can sing that. What's
So,
what's
Danny
wrong with
hits
me?
a real high C. Move to question number 3. Put me out of my misery.
Okay.
Please.
So I want to bring up first that we mentioned I when I said Spain before, I thought, for some reason I got Spain and Portugal mixed up because I know that you and your wife went to Portugal and had a big thing before Alfie. So the next question is the Portugal interpretation of the term.
Great.
I'm talking to myself,
Can you?
and I'll give you a
Portuguese.
hint. It's very close to the original.
The
I'm
Portuguese.
talking to myself.
Yeah, the Portuguese is
talking to myself.
no, the Portuguese version of this saying is the sardine hears what the sardine says.
That's not bad. That is not bad. What about you, Dan?
Oh gosh. Say it again one more time for me.
Oh,
I
you
just-
would no, you're gonna get a lifeline. Give me a 50-50.
Yeah,
Just give me one more time.
I'm talking to myself. In what's the Portuguese? The Portuguese translation.
The Portuguese translation is just Bolsonaro because he just talks to himself.
Yeah,
He
Interesting.
does so.
It's actually
Zing.
I'm talking to my buttons. But I don't know. Estou a falar com es meus botões. Listen, if you're from Portugal, you want to say that correctly. We'll dub it in there and send it
It's
to me.
okay. Look, I do Duolingo once every couple months for like a week, and I try to refresh the basic
Keep it
Portuguese,
Ross. Free.
and it doesn't work. You have to keep up with it. You can't just like do a little bit and then be like, oh, cool, and then you go back to where you were, and you're like, oh no, I don't remember any of this shit.
Like a muscle.
Well, I did want to bring up that the last time I talked to you at this place I'm about to mention, I don't know what this has to do with anything, but it has to do with Portugal because you were in Portugal when I was at this place in Brooklyn, and it's turned into like a sausage German spot, but it's closing now. You know what I'm talking about? It's the Grand
Prospect Hall.
Prospect Hall. They're
closing?
demolishing the entire site.
Yeah, they're
They sold it
petitioning.
and
Yeah, they're
demolished the
petitioning
entire
for it to
site.
be a
It's
landmark.
a landmark. It has to be.
All your dreams
that's
come
terrible.
true. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. For
So when
anybody who watched television late at night on local stations in Brooklyn or Queens or mostly Brooklyn.
Yeah. It was
They
it's a
made your
classic.
dreams come true.
We make your
They
dreams,
made your dreams come true.
which now are complete nightmares and probably going to be a high rise. You know what I mean? Just done.
Oh.
Sorry, dreams are dead. But I brought that up because I remember I was sitting there eating one day at that place when you were in Portugal. So that's my tie-in. I don't know if it has to do with anything, but it's still a tie-in.
Oh no, I remember that time well on my honeymoon when I talked to you, Jeremy. That was one of the highlights of my life.
Probably you did it a lot. I don't know why you wanted to talk to me so much. It should be the question. All right, number 4. You're in over your head. And
In what?
the translation?
In Portuguese?
No, Chinese.
Oh.
In China.
You're in over your head in China means hey, do you want to sleep with those sandy statues that we put into the ground that resemble fighters that have a cool name that I can't think of?
Damn, that's
Talk
long.
about the Terracotta Warriors.
Terracotta Warriors. Hey, you want to go sleep with the Terracotta Warriors?
That's not it. Michael C., do you have any thoughts? You're in over your head in the Chinese interpretation.
It's like something about a something about like an animal biting more than they can chew.
That's very it's not close at all, but I will say it's very close. It's actually, you're a baby with a runny nose who became emperor.
Hey,
I
think
just
about
I don't
that.
believe
I got the
I don't believe
Terracotta
anything you say.
Warriors.
I don't believe
An
I don't
emperor
believe
said they had
anything
to
you
do
say.
that. So.
Again, if you have problems, you have to take it up with the author, which is Lisa Protzman. I don't know.
We're coming after you.
Now
Lisa.
That's not
okay,
my
now
fault.
it's
I
gonna
didn't
get
write it.
doxxed because of you. Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Fact checkers abound.
Well, I feel like it's we're not keeping score, like I said, but it feels like a tie to me. The next one is
It's because it is.
yeah. The next one is all that glitters is not gold. In what is the Haitian translation or interpretation of that?
I'm not touching it.
Why? Just because they had an earthquake? It's not
In the Creole idiom.
I'll tell you the I don't know if I'm not saying it right, but c'est pas tout chaive qui vrille. Not all hair is real.
What's that?
That's what they say instead of all that glitters is gold. Not all hair is real.
Now say it like you speak in French.
Yeah, all hair is real. That's all I got. I'm not I don't have the impersonations on this podcast, unfortunately. That's Danny, more or less.
Sorry, guys.
Steven.
No, it's a because I know and I'm friendly with Wyclef Jean. I can't really make any comments about Haiti.
All right, well,
except don't steal money from them.
Don't steal money, and good God, give them a fucking break. Just give them a break. Give that country a break, Mother Nature, please. 2 more left of this. I mean, I don't know how you guys, your speakers in your cars aren't just like exploding.
At this point. Go ahead, Jeremy. Forge ahead.
Oof. And it's actually something Danny brought up earlier. The term, the American expression is, it's nothing to lose sleep over. And then I'd like to know the Hawaiian interpretation. Michael C., go ahead. What do you think? Hawaiian interpretation of it's nothing to lose sleep over.
There's more fish in the sea.
Oh, very close. Danny, what do you think it is?
I would say, hey, not all volcanoes are active.
That's pretty on brand, but Mike's closer. It's a heap of relish made of octopus liver. And there is an asterisk.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't. That does. It's yeah.
You made that up.
I mean, to be fair, how do we know? We don't know.
Well,
I feel like if this was printed, look, I take the words of Joe Jackson very seriously, and from the song Sunday Papers, just talking about, hey, if it's printed, it must be true. So if it's printed in the
is that accurate?
what he says? about the Sunday papers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I found
That's what he
the
says.
author, so we'll contact her when I get off here.
I read it in the Sunday paper.
What would that be? No, this one you should get, both of you. You got Italian blood in you. You should get this one. And it's not going to be racist like that Arby's
It's
commercial.
the last one.
And it's the last one on the list. It's not going to be anything
Save
crazy.
your saliva, Jeremy. Just spit it out.
That's nice. Nice tie-in. Don't bite off more than you can chew. This is Michael C's. This is his life pledge. He says this to me all the time. And the Italian interpretation is don't take a. Wait, I'm not supposed to say that yet. So that's a hint. That's a hint. What do you think? Don't bite off more than you can chew is in Italian. Michael
Don't
C.
take a dump at low tide.
Oof. Don't take a is definitely right. Danny C.
Don't take a spaghetti in a hot bath for more than 8 minutes.
Don't
Fair.
take a step
Fair.
longer than your leg.
I like mine, but I see where Danny's coming from.
Don't take a step longer than your leg.
Oh. That makes sense.
Don't bite off more than you chew. Don't take a step longer than your leg. I guess that's as much sense as we can make out of it. I'm currently drafting a Instagram message to the author of this article just to get a little more.
Why you found?
Oh, you could ask for
You
context?
already found.
I found
her on
Lisa.
Instagram?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Found Lisa.
Context.
She's a mom. She's a foodie, a wife. Yeah. It might not be her, but I'm gonna send it anyway, very angrily.
Jeremy.
And I'm gonna tell her.
Let's not dox them live on the show.
I'm gonna tell her to save your saliva. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a barn burner that one was.
The saliva savers.
Oof. Speaking of saliva, I've been I puked the other day. We don't have to talk about that. I don't know. I've just been randomly getting
I think
like.
it's entirely appropriate. Today I brought Gerard back to Puke Park in Astoria,
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you? Nice.
which I named
Wait.
because he kept going around on this particular piece of playground equipment, and we showed him how if you start going around with your legs out and then tuck your legs in, it really speeds you up, that centripetal force. And he just kept going around. We said, there's other stuff we could play with, and he just kept going around.
Yeah.
He just kept going around. He just kept going around. Then he put the mask on. Insisted on putting the mask back on.
Scream mask?
Took about 25 steps and started to look woozy. And he just dropped puke in the middle of this park in Astoria.
Poor guy.
In the middle of the playground part, unfortunately, but it wasn't too heavily populated that day.
Shame it wasn't.
And
Go ahead.
and so I renamed it Puke Park.
I like
and
that.
Since then we've had torrential rain in New York, so it's been entirely cleansed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no DNA there left.
And we revisited Puke Park today, and he would not go. He was all over the playground, the scene of the crime. Did not go on the spinny things, but inquired as to when he could go on them next. So
Before meals, I think would be the answer.
Ooh.
Yeah. But anyway,
And well, Michael,
Go ahead.
you're right. You're right. I bastardized Joe Jackson, and I'm very sorry. Okay, he says he just read something made his face turn blue. Well, I got nothing against the press. They wouldn't print it if it wasn't true. If you want to know about the gay politician, dunk, 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 dunk. If you want to know how to drive a car, come on.
okay.
Anyway.
no.
It's
Yes, that's what it is. Well, I got nothing against the press. They wouldn't print it if it wasn't true. So,
I mean, you're right. It does fit pretty well with the.
do you
with
think
the
that
article.
Joe Jackson was being satirical in his words?
Who am I to judge? I wasn't there. I wasn't.
I mean, was she really going out with him?
You're really gonna change his mind.
No.
Her.
Head on down to Chinatown. Stepping
This is. I don't think anyone can settle this argument with
Yeah.
you, Jeremy. I know you won't try.
Okay.
How can a guy go from a great record like Look Sharp to the record that has that song on it, Stepping Out? It's
What,
like
Billiards?
it was
You
like
talking
a
about- you talking
mere,
about
3
Billiards?
years. No. Joe Jackson.
Yeah, the
Joe
Billiards
Jackson's
record.
Joe Jackson's first record, Look Sharp, is a damn fine like punk new wave hybrid
When
like
did
perfection,
Jeremy? When did
perfection
that?
record? And 4 years later, he makes a record that sounds like he listened to 101.9 CD 101.9, the jazz station, and being like, "What the fuck did you do, Joe?"
Jeremy, what issue was that from? What month and year was
I
that
believe
issue from that you just
It's
read?
the we did the Make Your Own Country from this one, and I think this is the last one. Save Your Saliva. It's from the March '95 Jim Carrey episode of Nickelodeon Magazine.
Look, there's plenty of these. We have to go find them all, and we have
I've
to
been
continue to do
doing
this
that, yeah.
because you know what? This is the good work. Mike and I are doing the good work.
This is not the good work. We're not. No one is rewarding us for this. We're not advancing our karma.
Well, we
But if you want us to do more of this or less of this, please let us know at 347-470-8150. Tell us about root beer that Jeremy made me take off of him. It's currently chilling in my fridge instead of his. Tell us about root beer.
Streckers, yeah.
Sprecher.
Oh, shout out to Jungle Gems. We are a part of the Last Podcast Network. We'll check in, make sure we're still that way after this episode. But check them out at lastpodcastnetwork.com. All their great podcasts. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Danny and Mike. You can find
With the and
Oh, I
spelled
forgot
out.
that. Damn. Yeah. That one was for Danny, but you can find Michael at Michael C. Maronna on the Twits, Danny at D. Tamberelli on the Twits, at Danny Tamberelli on the Instagram. Jesus. And I'm Remy Balon on most things, Jeremy Balon
It's
on the Instagram.
contagious. It's
love that
coming
cameo.
through the microphone.
I love that cameo mirror behind you, Dan.
It is a little weird. You're almost perfectly framed.
It's like
though.
your character
Yeah,
in
I
Clue.
know,
Yeah.
I was try-
We're remaking Clue. Get in, losers. I think that'd be a good remake.
What killed him?
Sorry.
Taylor Ham in the library. No?
Yes, that would be. See, that's a fun thing. Let's do that next time. Let's think about. Let's
New
read you
Jersey
Clue. No, each one of us is a character, and we get to pick. Two characters. So you need to bolster it here.
Taylor Ham is obviously
Taylor
the
Ham
Bizarro
role-
World Colonel Mustard.
Yeah. I mean, it's way better than a hammer. It makes less noise. It can be more effective. You get
Taylor
them in the
Ham
right.
bone?
Well, you get a 5-pound log. You know what I mean? Like those things are no joke.
Yeah, I don't know about those. I just last episode I know I had to pull out that little Taylor Ham thing because it was like an advertisement you made for it. Not all Taylor Ham is pork roll. Not
It's
all
like
pork
if-
roll is Taylor. I don't know, whatever it was. Yeah.
No, it's all Taylor Ham is pork roll, but not all
pork
roll is Taylor Ham. If
These
you
are one of these
understand.
rules I can never remember. And
But every time you hear it, you're
matters
like,
either.
oh, makes sense.
Yeah. We also, on another note, have a few shows coming up. Check us out in October at Littlefield in Brooklyn on October the 19th. The next day on the 20th, we'll be at the Ardmore Music Hall right outside of Philly. Come see
Lovely
us.
Ardmore, PA.
Say hi. Let's talk nostalgia and maybe drink a beer or two. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
Is there a SEPTA stop there? It sounds familiar.
I don't know about a septic stop. Don't know about that.
Don't know much.
Don't know about that. I know I don't got sepsis. That's all I know.
But I know this episode is over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna really put our heads together.
We're gonna send everybody $1. back.
$5. Yeah. Oh, $1 better.
This is a free podcast, and we will send you all $1 for listening.
No, this is actually a Cast Plus podcast. Everyone who listens to this podcast, we owe you $1.
That's right.
I think is what he's trying to say.
Maybe we'll get you a Wendy's Frosty or something. We'll get some
What?
coupons. Yeah, maybe we can
Better get
some
a lot of
those.
straws.
But but anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out. We'll be back soon. And bye.
Bye.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamberelli and Michael C. Maronna. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balon. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure and check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.